Some breeds of dog are exceptionally violent, exceptionally dangerous, even to grown people, and especially to smaller people, elderly, women, children. And of course, I'm speaking primarily here of pit bulls. And I know the pit bull owners freak out every time I bring it up. Sorry, folks, it's just true. Other breeds of dogs don't routinely maim, kill people, take limbs off of people, brutally maim them, especially around the face, and kill. So there is a threat from this pit bull of death or serious bodily injury. By the way, what's only a few inches away from the hem of that guy's shirt, clenched in that dog's jaws, the jaws of a pit bull? Well, his junk. You think if that dog goes for the guy's junk next, it's not going to be serious bodily injury? You volunteer for that experiment? I don't want to volunteer for that experiment. And of course, a dog doesn't have to just go for the junk or the lower body. Dogs can bring people down. People can trip and fall. And then the dog can go for things like a person's face. Now, a good friend of mine is a guy named Sean Sorrentino. I've known Sean maybe a decade now. I think we met when I was covering the Zimmerman trial when that was happening. Really great guy, very smart guy, vet, very capable runner of a pistol for sure. Does very, very well in competitive pistol sports. And just a great all-around guy. By the way, if you, I would encourage you to follow him on Twitter. He's a smart dude. What he's got to say is worth reading. And I think it's just at Sorrentino Sean, I think is his handle. Sorrentino, Sorrentino, Sean, Sean. Anyway, really nice guy, Sean. But he had an event last year where he was attacked by a pit bull. This is a grown man, physically fit, athletic, veteran, skilled with a gun. Guy who thinks about self-defense and makes sure he knows how to run that gun as well as possible. He was attacked by a pit bull. And the consequences for that attack for this guy, grown man, physically fit, were pretty damn severe. And this is all with his permission. Sean, he shared these pictures on Twitter, but he's also given me permission to share them all with you. And this is what Sean looked like shortly after that attack. The surgeon, a specialist on facial reconstruction, after the surgery, Sean asked him how many stitches it took to put all this back together. And the surgeon said he just stopped counting. There were that many. $40,000 worth of medical expense for this attack on Sean. And of course, many people are killed, maimed permanently. Sean looks pretty damn good, but Sean got lucky, and he describes the dog that attacked him as a pit bull that weighed about 45 pounds. And Sean's a dog owner. He loves dogs. So there's no reason for him to lie about this. Does this look like serious bodily injury to you? It does to me, right? And serious bodily injury falls within the scope of deadly force. Deadly force includes not just death, but death or serious bodily injury. So this gentleman on the sidewalk, this is the threat he's being faced with. Not just damage to his shirt, but in the next moment, it could be this. That's what that dog is capable of. Can you use deadly force to prevent this from happening? Yeah, of course you can. So would the knife be appropriate? Would the gun be appropriate? Yeah, they would all be a proportional response. You're avoiding this. You're using that degree of harm, right? In the doctrine of necessity, the balancing test. You're using, you're firing a gun in a community. You're killing someone else's dog, normally wrongful acts, but you're doing it. You're committing that harm to avoid this harm. A much more robust argument. Now, I'm not saying you wouldn't get arrested or charged or convicted. I'm saying that's what the legal argument would be. And it's much more robust than if you had shot and killed a chihuahua biting at your pants cuff, right? So that's the defense of dog scenario.